And now we are present a power-packed CEO roundtable, reimagining India as a global medtech hub. What will it be? It is the theme of this session. For this, I would like to call all our panelists one by one. As we all know, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Afzal Kamal, Managing Director, Medgate Today magazine. I request you, sir, kindly be on stage. जोरदार तालियों से हम अपने नेक्स्ट पैनलिस्ट का स्वागत करेंगे मिस्टर राजीव नाथ मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एट हिंदुस्तान Synergies in Medical Device Limited and Forum Coordinator AIMED. Ms. Jyoti Kaur, President International Marketing and Medical Value Travel Yashoda Medicity. तालियों के साथ स्वागत करेंगे. Thank you. Mr. Raj Rena. We have with us Mr. Raj Rena, Unit Head Apollo. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand to Mr. Chirag Joshi, our next panelist, CEO of Beacon Diagnostic. Mr. Sunil Khurana, Executive Chairman, BPL Technology Private Limited. Our next panelist, Mr. Aditya Kohli, Director, Allied Medical. And now, next panelist, Commander Navneet Bali, Executive Director and CEO, Clear Medi Healthcare. And our last panelist of the session, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Gustad Devar, Surgeon and Trustee, Messina Hospital Trust. We have all the panelists for CEO Roundtable.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most promising session of the day, and we have similar activities in another hall also. There is one meeting, so our some panelists are there. So no worries, we are going to start now. So this is the CEO roundtable, as the panelists are very much renowned from his field, and they are experts in his and her fields. So first, I would like to start with welcoming all the panelists here and as a CEO roundtable, and I would like to know about him and his journey so far. So starting from, I will go by the sequence. So I would like to invite Dr. Gustad Devar, Surgeon and Trustee of Messina Hospital. Sir, please let us know about your journey, how you have come here as a CEO and trustee.
Well, that's easy, talking about my journey.
Yeah.
So, coming next year, I will be finishing 50 years of my surgical career. So, I started my residency in 76. And next year, I'll be finishing 50 years of my surgical career. Out of which 25 years I spent with government, first as Professor of Surgery and then as Dean of Grant Medical College and JJ Hospital, which is the second oldest medical college in India. After that, I took retirement and headed Hinduja Hospital, which is one of the most prominent tertiary care hospital. And I was the person who was managing Pramod Mahajan when he was shot and in that unfortunate incidents. Then I went to establish a new hospital called Reliance Foundation Hospital, which was Harkisan Das Hospital. These are all experiences I gained, 25 years in government and 22 years in private. In between, I was 3 years in USA. I had worked with world-famous surgeon called Dr. Dibegi. He is the one who had started heart transplant and cardiac surgery, so it was a privilege. I was talking about 1986-89. So during my journey, when I went to USA, I realized that there was a huge gap between India and USA. But fortunately, over the period, we have really caught up with the Western management or the methodology with equipment. At present, I am the heading and I am a trustee of Messina Hospital, which again is the oldest private medical college in Mumbai. It was established by a Parsi gentleman. I am also a Parsi. He was Sir Hormuzji Messina, and the property was donated by none other than David Sassoon. I don't know whether you have heard about David Sassoon. He was one of the very philanthropic Jewish gentlemen who had made Bombay ports, and there is a medical college in Pune. So that way, I have really had the privilege and I have enjoyed very good career, met lot of good people. Afzal, thank you for calling me and giving me this opportunity. It was very nice of you. We have been working with IIT Powai in Bombay, and you have very brilliant minds working there. I think one take I would give to this audience is start working with your engineering institutes. So medical colleges, medical hospitals should start working with engineering institute and come out with innovative ideas. And I'm sure in coming years, we will be one of the topmost innovators and manufacturers in this country. Thank you.
Khurana ji, you are also very much old in this industry, and you tell about your journey so far.
So I joined my career in 82 in the product management all through, and morning I've already explained it. But just to tell you, I mean, beyond that, everybody knows morning I've
Yeah.
touched. On this subject, I'm pretty passionate that how India can become a powerhouse. How can India become a strong entity globally where people can trust and buy things from? And that's something very important. So two things. What Dr. Saab has just now said is very key, that industry and academia partnership is the first and foremost, because the professors who are in institutes, whether it's a medical institute or engineering institute, they can fuel a lot, and then industry can take that. So there has to be a catcher and pitcher, somebody who throws the ball and somebody catches it. We are missing that link. Second, I don't want to discourage people, but ideally you think of yourself. Do you want your son to become a scientist or a doctor engineer, or a different routine life? We in India never thought R&D as a great line to have a career, because there was a lot of risk. Now only last 7-8 years, I see a lot of incubations happening, a lot of people coming and trying to do their startup and all, which used to happen overseas even 50 years back. So we are on a path. It will take time. It will take probably a decade or more. But you will see a lot of talent. India is very sharp. People are very sharp. They'll build it, and in time to come, you will see India is going to become very, very strong. And I have absolutely no doubt about that. So I'll stop because my introduction was done in the morning.
So our next panelist, Ms. Jyoti Kaur, and she is expert in international marketing and medical value travels, and she represents Yashoda Hospital. So I would like to know, and our audience would like to know about your journey so far and your experience, and something for him that they can listen.
Sure. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. First of all, I congratulate Medgate to come up with an event which is so qualitative in terms of all holistic, sense. And about me, I'm Jyoti Kaur. I have more than 33 years of experience, both with the government and with the private sector. I have been with the Export Promotion Councils as the Deputy Director General of SEPC earlier, and then Additional Secretary General of the Apparels Export Promotion Council. And prior to that, I was with the Chemicals Export Promotion Council and Plastics Export Promotion Council, but started my career with the electronics and moved on to pharmaceuticals, that is US Pharma Labs. There also, so holistically, I've been more on bent upon healthcare. In SCPC, I had the exposure of interacting with all the hospitals pan-India. And today, I'm on the other side of the table. I'm working into medical value travel, that is looking into all the foreign patients coming into India for Yashoda. Yashoda Super Speciality Hospitals, Kaushambi, Ghaziabad. And we have come up with a 1,200-bedded Medicity, which is an icon, it's a beacon for quaternary care and speaks volumes on medtech on the topic today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insights. So our next panelist is also very dynamic and senior person, Mr. Raj Raina, and he is a very experienced in hospital management and hospital administration. So, sir, you also tell us about your journey, your career movements, and your experience, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Afzal and Medgate, for having me as a panelist in this conference. Namaste, everyone. So my name is Raj, and I have over 30 years of experience into healthcare, and I've joined Apollo in 2004. I work, I've been working with Apollo in different capacities and role, and my current role is that I'm heading a hospital in Noida of Apollo Group. And so far, the journey has been very enriching, and of course, I have seen healthcare growing from scratch to wherever we are in the last 30 years. And I'm sure that we are going to be world leaders in this vertical also. We have proven in other verticals, whether it is medical value travel or pharmaceuticals, I think we can do in this industry also, provided we, play our cards well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And our next panel is Mr. Chirag Joshi, and I think you are the youngest CEO among us. So please let us know about your journey, sir.
Thank you, Afzal. Let's start from my education background. I completed my MBA in marketing from Wales, and then I went to IIM Ahmedabad for training. I completed an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, and then I joined my second generation as a second generation business owner. We are in the manufacturing of IVD instruments and reagents, more specific to pathological labs. And I joined the business in 2013, where we were the just domestic player. We thought, as a manufacturer, Indian manufacturer, there's a lot of opportunity in export. So the company has started export in under my leadership, and we moved to the world for exporting. And now we are doing from 4 countries. We are doing now 90 country exports, as well as very successful as a domestic player also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Aditi, you are also young among us. So let us know about your journey, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I basically come from a family of medical doctors, starting from my grandfather, who was a medical practitioner, and both my parents, who were medical doctors, who started the business as a sidekick to their very successful medical practices. And, me and my brother joined about 25 years back. What started off as a sidekick and mainly an importer of medical equipment, the last 25 years we spent on focusing on R&D domestically and manufacturing the medical equipments here. We all talk about Make in India today, but as far as Allied is concerned, we've been doing Make in India for the last 25 years. I'm very pleased to say that today, we have one of the largest facilities in India for life-saving medical devices. Whether it is ventilators or anesthetic workstations, we are one of the largest manufacturers in the country today. Thank you, Afzal.
Thank you, sir. So we have another panelist, Commander Navneet Bali. So I am also knowing him for a long time, from your Narana to Clear Medi. So please let us know about your journey also.
Thank you so much, Afzal, for inviting me here today. I am an accidental healthcare professional. I was in the Indian Navy for 24 years, 4 years in the National Defense Academy. I joined my healthcare journey around 11 years back and have been CEO from day one. Quite interested in looking at healthcare in our villages and towns. ClearMedi Healthcare treats almost 800 patients every day on linear accelerators on couch. Primarily want to see what is happening if we just drive 30 kilometers out of the metropolitan cities and how healthcare is there. And so my interest lies in taking healthcare to all those places where we don't have such beautiful air-conditioned halls, and seeing that healthcare reaches in every nook and corner of India. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you our all panelists came across Mumbai and Ahmedabad and from all parts of the India. And thank you for patience listening, our audience. Give a big round of applause for our audience.